Ralph, can you share with our viewers what is holiness?
Yeah. Well, I'm really glad you asked that too, because when you hear the word holiness, different pictures come into our mind. Like, what comes into my mind is like holy cards or halos or lighting candles in church, and all those things have some relationship to holiness. But the essence of holiness, Jesus tells us, is loving God with our whole heart, our whole mind, our whole soul, our whole strength, and our neighbor as ourselves. So growing in holiness isn't necessarily growing in how many prayers we say, but it's growing in love. And of course, prayer is really vital for growing in love. And there's a definition that Therese of Lisieux gives that I quote in my book, and I know you love St. Therese too. There's so many consonances between St. Faustina and the Catholic mystics. In the book I'm dealing with the Catholic doctrines of the Church and the area of spirituality, but as I'm rereading the diary right now, it's like I'm running into Therese of Lisieux, I'm running into John of the Cross, I'm running into Teresa of Avila, the same kind of wisdom. And what Therese says is that holiness is saying yes to whom God created us to be. It's not like an external demand placed on us from the outside, but it's an invitation to say yes to whom we were created for be. The only reason why we exist right now is for union with God. That's the whole purpose of why we're able to breathe right now. It's the whole purpose why we're able to talk to each other. It's for union with God. And so holiness isn't like a burden God's placing on us. It's an invitation He's offering to us. It's a gift He's offering to us. And it really is true. Holiness is happiness. There's no happiness apart from union with God. Catherine of Siena said that the greatest suffering in life is not physical suffering, but it's to be opposed to the will of God. That deep anxiety, that deep unsettledness, that deep fear, that deep anxiety that's at the heart of our life if we're not living in harmony with God's will. So another way of talking about holiness, Teresa of Avila says, is bringing our will into harmony with God's will. What a blessed thing. We think it's going to be a painful thing, and it may be painful initially as we repent from sin and grow out of addictions and attachments, but the freedom it brings to us and the joy it brings to us, people would be stupid for delay one day to say yes to the call to holiness, because they'd be delaying their own happiness, they'd be delaying their own freedom, they'd be delaying their own fulfillment.